Last week was a wild ride in the markets. The Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq all posted solid gains, hitting record territory by midweek, before pulling back slightly to close with strength. But not everything was rosy. Small-cap stocks lagged behind, and market breadth showed some weakness. That means while the big names kept pushing higher, smaller companies struggled to keep up. Analysts say that's a sign of a maturing rally, strong but selective, where investors are favoring stable, high-growth names and shying away from riskier bets. The message is clear. This is a market where you can still play offense, but you better stay disciplined. Investors now face a balancing act, adding exposure while staying cautious. Experts suggest focusing on stocks that are acting well technically, like MongoDB, Eli Lilly, and Interactive Brokers, all of which are sitting in or near buy zones. MongoDB in particular has caught attention as a strong growth play, while Eli Lilly continues to benefit from its leadership in pharmaceuticals. The broader sentiment is positive, but traders are warned to be nimble. If a stock isn't performing or breaks key support, it might be time to move on quickly. In a market this active, holding on to losers can get costly fast. One of the biggest headlines heading into the week comes from Berkshire Hathaway. Over the weekend, the company reported third-quarter operating earnings that jumped an impressive 34% year-over-year, surpassing expectations. But what really turned heads was Berkshire's record-breaking $381 billion cash pile. That's right, Warren Buffett's empire is sitting on more money than ever before. Still, the stock has faced pressure recently, especially since Buffett announced his plan to step down as CEO at the end of the year. Investors are watching closely to see how the legendary firm transitions into a post-Buffett era. As for this week's stars, Palantir, Robinhood, and AppLovin, they're all set to make waves. Palantir continues to dominate headlines with its expanding AI contracts, while Robinhood remains a key player for retail traders. Both stocks are featured on IBD's leaderboard, signaling their strong performance potential. Meanwhile, AppLovin and Astera Labs are being closely tracked for signs of strength in the tech and semiconductor sectors. With earnings season still in full swing, this week could either extend the rally or shake things up completely. One thing's for sure, Wall Street's not slowing down anytime soon, and every earnings call could be a game changer. If you thought last week's stock market excitement was over, think again, because this week's shaping up to be another major one on Wall Street. Dow Jones futures ticked slightly higher Sunday night, joined by modest gains in the S&P 500 and Nasdaq futures. And the buzz? It's all about earnings. Big names like Palantir, Robinhood, Advanced Micro Devices, AppLovin, and Astera Labs are set to report, and investors are watching closely. After a week where the major indexes hit fresh record highs, traders are wondering, can the momentum continue, or are we due for a cool-off? Either way, this week's earnings lineup could set the tone for the rest of November.